Charlamagne, are we live? Are we live? Are we live? DJ Envy, are we live? Are we live? Can the people hear my voice? Cause I'm at the Breakfast Club and I'm addressing all the lies.
Smith has been in the news most recently.
I don't watch any of. As soon as I see it say Jada,
Yeah, she's kind of recycling stories at this point, right?
So she sat down and was, pretty much, we saw her say that, they're not living together right now, and she'll consider, she likes her space right now, and they may get to that point.
About it. I'm so annoyed by people in relationships talking about every piece of the relationship.
Well, what do you want her to talk about on the talk show?
I want her to go make some punk music or I don't know, cook or something. I don't know. And I'm not gonna say cook because y'all gonna make it seem like I enjoy cooking. That's why I said cook. Something that she enjoys, but other than talking about the internals of how their relationship is functioning. You already made the decision to be loyal enough to each other to remain united, whatever is going on. So I just don't understand why we are often talking about the negative, what would be perceived as the negative parts or the negatives in it. And it's like, who are you trying to prove this to, yourself or the people? It just, I don't know.
Well, I know you are sick of hearing her talk about it.
Yeah, she also said
we
that...
have to talk about her talking about it. So what are the thoughts about Jada? Jada is alleged to have embarrassed Will Smith past recovering his reputation. That's the alleged information.
She also said that he could not make her happy, right?
I don't like the way you're framing that. I think what she said was it's not his job.
I'm just reading it. Yeah, well, I didn't finish. Yeah, stating that it was not his responsibility, and that she needed to find happiness elsewhere. She also claimed the role of the adulterous wife to save him the embarrassment or something, to protect him in some manner, and that she did not want him to slap Chris Rock. So she said a lot of things. Most recently, kind of recapping or rehashing some old stuff that happened about 5 years ago. But
I'm gonna tackle the last part first. I'm a real human being, so I passed the jokes and all of that. I made the jokes. As soon as they got in the car with Jada, was like, "Yo, Billy, pull your pants down," I made the jokes myself. But look, after reviewing it, hearing her perspective on it, I would imagine, if my girl slapped another bitch in public, my whole response would be, "Why did you do that? I don't want you to have done that. I appreciate that you did it for me, bitch, but are you crazy?"
She also kind of made it seem like,
are you okay?
Was like,
so I feel I can
like Will was bugging, like
he was clearly bugging.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. If you slap a nigga in the face, you bugging, but does that mean he didn't deserve to slap? Yeah, you bugging. Yeah, you tripping. Yeah, but what's up?
Yeah, so me, like looking at it, I would say that a lot of her comments do, they're not helpful to Will.
Why is look, let me ask you a question. When a woman is talking, why is your first thought process about a whole different person?
Which they're talking about him.
Do you think
No, but where's your judgment for her? Let's judge her and then judge Will or something. Because you jumping straight to him, and it's kind of like, what does that have to do with him?
Well, I said that I don't think
he wasn't there.
Her comments are not helpful.
To who? To what?
To their marriage, to their relationship, I'd say.
Okay, and so that judgment should be
reputation.
She's harming their relationship. Okay, so I see.
Yeah. These are problematic comments.
They're not in a marriage, bro. They're like separated. They're living their life if they choose, right?
I don't know the legal term of what they're going through right now. I'm not a fan of her comments. I'll say that. If that's what that's how I feel. I think that's what you want me to say.
No. I really want you to break it down. Like what? My question is genuine. You're jumping to him. We're talking about Jada. You're like, man, the way
Will's my guy. Like I fuck with Will. Like that.
And you still gonna fuck with him tomorrow, no matter what Jada say, right?
Yeah, I love Will Smith.
So that's where I don't understand if there is actually any judgment occurring. You're talking and saying like, I don't like to see this.
You got the internet. Y'all seen the internet.
I scrolled by because I guess to kind of make your point, I don't have malice towards Jada. I don't want to hear it no more. They talking about their relationship. Whatever y'all got going on is on y'all. And then I don't look at Will any differently since it's like personally.
Like, yo, if your wife started talking crazy out loud, should I start to judge you? Or should I be like, oh, what is she saying?
I wouldn't. I think that's a possibility once you open that door.
I do believe it opens that door of other people to be in the conversation with a very acute vision of the situation. And that's what I feel is problematic about speaking on your relationship publicly, unless it's just that y'all both decided that you want to announce the separation. So if that was something decided, cool. But again, I'm just like, everybody's talking, and that's what we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. I just think that, like, where she kind of, from my perspective, caused a lot of damage. Again, I don't know their relationship with the entanglement and just public comments that could be perceived as embarrassing. It's like the Will became the butt of the joke, and every time that she does open her mouth to say something, from what I see other people saying, it's making him look weak. It's making him look like.
Look, bro. I have one question.
All these different things.
Those other people, you've heard other people saying this. That's what you're saying?
I've seen it on the internet. Yeah, like they got the memes, and he's crying, and he's looking like a bitch ass nigga. Like,
okay, so again, you've heard people say these things. You've heard them do the memes.
Right.
Okay. All right. Those other people who you've seen say these things, seen them do the memes. If me, you, and Will Smith are standing there, and they have an opportunity to work with one of those people, who are they going to choose?
Most likely they'll choose Will Smith.
The fact that you're even like, maybe there's a... Look, bro, look, so let me finish the statement, bro. The judgment you're saying that exists, how does it practice itself in reality? Through people talking behind the guy's back. The judgment should be reserved for your bitch ass. If that's who you truly are, if you're gonna stand in deep judgment of a nigga and then be clamoring to work with the nigga, as soon as he comes around, you're like a female. Somebody who has a lot to say until a motherfucker can do something for you. And the whole time, you know they can do something for you. And that's the only reason you have a lot to say.
Or it's just general gossip and people.
What would you call gossip? Masculine or feminine?
Yeah, I'd call it feminine.
So, I think we've arrived, bro.
Yeah.
Will Smith is going to be your GOAT, my child's GOAT.
I listen to Wild Wild
Where
West
we going?
today.
I think Jaden works for Christian Louboutin. Willow has a thriving performing career. The other one, Trade, runs the media company. Where are we at, gang? Will Smith has more business meetings lined up tomorrow after his wife's conversation. I haven't heard a lot of you niggas wives say nothing. Where's the opportunities?
So, okay, that's well said.
From your wife being quiet and silent, where's your opportunities coming at, bro? Because here's the thing. Your wife doesn't make any opportunities for you. You made them. We all respect and admire the opportunities Will Smith made for himself. Until the point where we could find something to criticize the nigga who has been performing perfectly for 40 years. Bless you.
Thanks.
Do you have any real criticism of Will Smith in real life? A real criticism, like something he should work on as a man?
Nah.
Right,
it's just chatter. It's chatter.
It's just chatter.
And it's in the overall.
From fuck niggas who have not a lot going for themselves.
And the overall impact that it's had, like as you just laid out, is really insignificant in the grand scheme of things outside of the internet and outside of people wanting to just talk about someone to make themselves feel better.
And on top of that, Shorty is still monetizing the hate she receives for disrespecting her husband.
Yeah.
Just like over and over again.
Yeah. It's just like every time she opens her mouth, I'm just like, yo, I'm like.
I think they stopped making movies at Hollywood.
Do you like?
Because Shorty is not doing films.
Do you like hate this guy? Like, what the fuck? But anyway, on to the next industry news. We can briefly touch on Live Nation. because we talked about it last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago.
One last question on that topic. Should men truly fear embarrassment behind their wife's behavior?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think men should. I think men should already know, by the time they marry their wife, I think they should already know her behavior. So by the time she's doing that thing, this is her. And next.
I'm gonna be real with you. People change every day. So her
My
behavior
answer-
might be a new behavior.
My answer is yes.
And whatever the case is, that's not my behavior, gang. I love her. I'm gonna sit her down. We're gonna get it together.
Yeah, my answer is yes.
Judge me off my behavior, y'all. All right, and so how does that fare for you? Do you control your wife very well then?
Nah, she doesn't do shit to embarrass me. So
Do you feel that your wife has changed tremendously since you guys met?
yeah, I would say so.
Tremendously? Okay.
Ashley thought that was gonna be a whopping no.
I didn't think it was going to be a whopping.
I didn't know the answer,
Actually
honestly.
after you said that, I was actually going to.
Tremendously, I mean.
Enough for
she's-
you
I mean, that's
enough for you
there's
to
been
have
significant-
said tremendously.
There's been significant
Where,
change.
where
Like,
there's things where you didn't foresee.
oh no, not in that regard. Like, just I thought you like I was thinking like growth, like
Oh, no.
just
I
becoming
mean,
a better
as
person
far
type
as
shit.
just like she's done something major that you didn't like foresee.
Oh,
like,
this is like a
when
totally.
you decided that's my wife. Like you decided that.
She's
You
pretty.
picked
She's
her.
pretty.
I'm gonna answer
she's
this
pretty
question honestly.
consistent in,
Yeah,
like,
chicks
her
do shit that
overall-
you cannot foresee.
Oh yeah, but and
Have
I
you
was
ever
gonna-
heard the
and I
phone
was
flashing
gonna
lights?
agree with you when you
Who
said
knew you
that.
would take it this far?
Yeah, so when you
I
did
think
say
that-
that, I was like, yeah, you got a point there. I
Yeah.
agreed with you when you said
Nah,
that.
Niggas change too.
Because people change.
People change.
And
Yeah.
then I was like, yeah, when people change, you might not foresee it, but when you make that decision and that commitment to love somebody and be with them and y'all built a family and tangible, very tangible, positive things together, I think that's the most important.
Look, one last thing on that. There's this this tenet in philosophy. I forget the name of the theory, but the thought is this: if you have an old ship, the old ship is covered with wood planks, right? It's made out of completely wood. As the ship gets older, some of the wood starts to rot. You have to replace some of the wood. Eventually, you get to the point where every single plank on the ship has been replaced by a new piece of wood. The question is it the same ship? Or is it a brand new ship? Now, consider this. You took the old pieces of wood that you took off of that ship and you stored them. Now you take those pieces of wood and you make another ship. It's made out of all of the wood from that ship. Is that the same ship or is that a new ship? And now you can relate that to people. You walk outside every single day. A piece of you is taken off, a piece is added, you grow, you regress, you do all these things, you change. Is that the same person from 10 years ago? So that's the thought experiment that we're all living through.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Are you the same man? Or are you a new man? Is Tyran the same Tyran from 10 years old? I would say yeah, he still want to be a thug, and it's like, what's going on, little buddy?
I don't want to be anything.
What's
He
up?
said that was his real life. He had a
Yo,
child.
All right.
the internet niggas keep playing with me. I'm gonna crash out.
Crash out.
I'm tired of if another nigga tells me where that does not know me, tells me where I'm from,
Don't crash.
I'm
on
gonna
these.
crash
That's
out
what they want
because
niggas
you
to do.
niggas do not know me. Like,
Them bots. Don't do it, bro. Them
No,
bots.
it's real.
these are real people. I'm going to the profiles. They're giving long ass
Nah.
paragraphs. Like, first of all, y'all niggas not from the streets. Nigga, do you know? Did I grow up
Are
with
you
you?
from the street? They probably not from the street.
Damn.
Did y'all like? I was gonna anyway.
But I can
Okay.
see a street dude typing a long paragraph. Like,
Okay.
Karen is
Like
What was the topic you was gonna go to?
Live Nation. Quick
Okay.
update. So we were.
Let's take 1 minute to tell them to like, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna put that behind every single video, or in front of it, one of the two. So, I'm gonna say like, you say comment, you say subscribe. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. like,
comment,
subscribe
to the Heaven on Earth Society podcast. Boom.